The Fall of America by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Chapter 38. The Fall of America Foretold. Separation is the answer. Holy Quran, chapter 81, verses 6, 7, 12. And when the cities are set afire, and when men are united, and when the hell is kindled. The folding up is the title taken from the first verse of that chapter, in which the above verses are found. When the sun is folded up, Holy Quran, chapter 81, verse 1, symbolically prophesies the folding up of a recorded work, a record of what people have done, as its use will no longer be necessary. This chapter refers to what takes place in the resurrection. One party is recorded as a beginning, while the other party is discontinued. We see this clearly being made manifest today. War causes the destruction of civilizations. Wars destroy the cities and towns of a nation. This chapter, 81 of the Holy Quran, is now being fulfilled. The sun and the stars, mountains, camels, and wild animals are all mentioned metaphorically in the first 4 verses of this chapter and are not without significance. The coming of God, referred to by the prophets, is to unite a people who have been divided against self by their enemies. He chose these people for building a better world. The Bible's revelation refers to the description of the beast and his chief instructor, the dragon. The name beast given here is not referring to 4-footed animals, but to a people whose rule is like that of a savage beast. Theologians, most of them from the time of Martin Luther, who I think was the author of these terms, beast and dragon, especially the late Pastor Russell and Judge Rutherford, founders of the Jehovah's Witness sect, take the term dragon to refer to the Pope of Rome, the father of the Christian church and the Christian religion. This is the first time since we have been lost in this part of the earth that we want to unite the black nations of the earth into one under the guidance of God who is now present. Why should the master continue to deceive his slave? He teaches the slave that he is a free citizen with equality. Why do you, slave masters, want to hold them for hostages, prey? You do not need them. Your machines do the labor that the slaves used to do. Why not let them go? You want to go to war against Allah and the freedom that Allah came to do for your slaves? Before you, Pharaoh had the same idea. He did not want Israel to go free in a land to themselves. Pharaoh lost the war against Allah and was drowned in the Red Sea. The losers of this war will land in a lake of fire, not water. If white America wanted to free her slaves, she could easily do so. This would be simpler and easier than what she is doing, killing and provoking them through police force, National Guards, and finally the U.S. Army, as we see in Detroit, Michigan. America Actions shows us 2 things. Firstly, she wishes to cause fear among the so-called Negroes with the display of many deadly weapons, but Allah is removing the fear. Secondly, she fears to approach her unarmed slave unless she is armed. This has been the historical relation between the white man and his slave. The white man seeks the leadership of the so-called Negroes to help him keep the dissatisfied slaves subject to him without complaints about injustice. The white man's motto: "Nigger, you should be happy. You are better off than many of your black kind with the job." The white slave master brought our fathers here to do the slave work. Our free labor has made the white slave masters richer than their brethren, Europeans? Do they offer us any of this land they took from the Indians? The 22 million so-called Negroes should be seeking some of this earth on which to live and build an independent nation out of self. The white master only offers us a job. Allah God has come in the person of Mustafa Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, to free us. The Negro slave must be freed. This is the meaning of the resurrection. Allah God has said to Elijah Muhammad that he intends to free the American so-called Negro at any price. For 400 years, you, slave master, have been killing the so-called Negro without receiving any resistance and regardless of his peaceful way with you. We, the Muslims, have tried to live in peace here in America. There is not a single incident in our 36 years of history where we have ever made an aggressive move against you, but you have attacked us several times. We have proved to the world that you are impossible to live with in peace. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you. James chapter 5, verse 6. You have destroyed many towns, cities, and people. As thou have divided the so-called Negro, one against the other, so Allah shall divide you and your brethren. As you have done to others, so shall it be done to thee. Bible. When the cities are set on fire, this is a sign of the end of you as a power. Purchase the books, CDs, and DVDs of the life-giving teachings at store.finalcall.com. Listen to the messages of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan 24/7 at finalcallradio.com. Watch the Nation of Islam's weekly and live broadcasts at NOI.org.